YouTubers, and welcome back to the Top 5 Pokemon by Type series. I know I haven't uploaded any of the series for about a month and a half-ish, but I put the series on hold due to me not wanting to do it and there really being no interest in it. But don't worry, it will be finished at some point. Anyway, this week we are doing Top 5 Fairy types. Before we start, there aren't many Fairy types at all. There's only about 6 to 8 families in general. I can't remember, I counted it and I meant to type it out, but I forgot. Whoops. So yeah, this video is a mess for that, at least towards the beginning. So, number 5 is Clefable. Yeah, I know he isn't that great, and I'm not going to claim he's one of the best because he's not. Clefable is cool, but he's also a fairy type, which is what I needed. His stats are passable. He might make a decent wall, I guess. I'm not certain because I've never used one for that purpose. You can teach him Psyshock, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Thunderbolt, Dig, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Dream Eater, Dazzling Gleam, Moon Blast, etc. So it's not the best, but it's not bad by any stretch, is what I'm trying to say. Plus, he's one of the original 151 Pokemon, which makes just about every Pokemon cooler because of that. So, I mean, maybe it's just me being nostalgic. Who knows? Numero Quattro is Sylveon. I'm not huge on evolutions, but all of the designs are pretty brilliant. So, while I don't understand why she has ribbons on her, because she's a fairy type, like how those two things are connected, it's an adorable design for an adorable Pokemon, really. Stat-wise, she's better than Clefable, maybe too slow for my taste, but her special stats are really decent, and having only 2 weaknesses really helps. She can learn Swift, Moonblast, Skill Swap, Light Screen, Hyper Beam, Safeguard, Reflect, Attract, Echoed Voice, and others. Not the best move pool, but you can set her up offensively or defensively and have her kick some ass, so what more can you ask for? Number 3 proves not all fairy types are cute little girly things. And when I say that, hopefully we all picture the same thing. It's Granbull. He contrasts very well with the other fairy types, being really a scary looking badass. His stats overall aren't good for much of anything, but he has a monster attack stat, which he knows how to utilize. He can learn Outrage, the Elemental Fangs, Headbutt, Play Rough, Crunch, Earthquake, Brick Break, Stone Edge, Giga Impact, Wild Charge, and Close Combat. Plus his mediocre stats, new typing, and overall forgetfulness, like who really remembers Granbull? Not that many. Might just lead to a new evolution being established down the line. Plenty of room to grow on the current, not too added on to design, I guess. Now let's get serious. We all know the first 3 I've mentioned here have been pretty much garbage. Maybe not garbage, but they're not that great. You can use them well if you know how to, but you could never hand them to a noob and say, kick ass with this. That's where the top 2 are different. 2 is Togekiss. He was one of the banes to my existence on Gen 4 when trying to beat the game. It came as quite a shock because at that point, Togepi and Togetic were more like gimmick Pokemon to me than serious fighters. I don't know, maybe it was just me. Then I found Togekiss and that stopped. First, the Kisser's stats aren't crazy good, but they're all in the right spots. High special attack, both defenses are pretty good, and she's pretty fast. Hostile moves? Hell yes. Aura Sphere, Air Slash, Psyshock, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam, Ancient Power, and Magical Leaf. Togekiss was the first Pokemon I saw that, at least to me, could be a threat to just about any Pokemon. And the weird thing is, that's just as true now as it was when Gen 4 came out. Not many Pokemon are that good. But number 1 is one of the coolest cats to come out of Gen 6. Florges. I'm not going to go fully in depth for why this guy won, but his stats are great, and there's no reason not to try one on X and Y, because really, why wouldn't you? Great move pool, and an even cooler design, and that's just about all I'm going to say about him, really. Anyway, that's my list. Don't forget to comment your list, as I do read every single comment. Also, I want you to vote for the type I should do next on the next installment. I have it scheduled for December 24th, but it might come sooner depending on interest and if I feel like doing it, or if there's a video I wanted to upload but I couldn't, for example, the top 10 video games. The typings that you can choose from, Bug or Flying. So vote for that, comment your top 5 fairy types. But that's all, so peace out, Skillets.